The Smithsonian Asian Pacific American Center is getting ready to open beyond Bollywood. Indian Americans shape the nation. Smithsonian's Indian American Heritage Project is a one-of-a-kind initiative that spreads knowledge about the vast diversity of Indian Americans, their culture, and history. In D.C., we spoke with supporter of the initiative, Dolly Oberoi, and her daughter. Here's a look.
Dolly began by giving us some insight about her life and about what initially brought her to the U.S.
I was born and raised in New Delhi, and when I was in my early 20s, I was working for my mom, who has K through 12 schools, and I had this epiphany that we should bring technology to our schools. So I launched on a personal journey in search of technology, and that's what brought me to the United States in 1984.
I feel so happy to be of Indian American heritage and to be able to experience both cultures, and my parents have instilled the values of both India and America in me, and I really appreciate that, and I think it reflects in my everyday life. I actually tried to start an Indian club in my school, which I'm still working towards.
I came to the United States in pursuit of technology, and what is really exciting is that I did find technology. I ended up going and getting a second master's degree in computers and technology and education. And I ended up starting my own business here. I've had my business for 25 years. It is a true American dream that I have lived. Started with no capital, started the company in my basement, and now we are 400 people strong, $60 million. And yes, I am living the American dream, having the best of both worlds, transferring technology to India and creating jobs and contributing to the success of the United States.
To me, being an Indian American means being able to share both cultures, and I think it's really important to help erase stereotypes that exist on both sides, and I think I'm sort of an ambassador in that sense, and there's not that many, and especially at my school, and so I take it upon myself to share both sides and both cultures.
In autumn 2013, Beyond Bollywood will open at the National Museum of National History. This project will look at the stories of Indian Americans from a unique perspective and will highlight the vast accomplishments of the community.
I think it's a wonderful project. It's much needed. They seem, the Indians have accomplished so much over the last 50, 60 years, and it also helps everybody highlight it highlights the accomplishments of the Indian Americans. Initially, Indian Americans were only doctors, engineers, and scientists. Now we are in all walks of life, in arts, in music, in films, in fashion, and it's wonderful to showcase every aspect of our heritage in a museum and share it with the rest of the world, whether it is a younger generation like Natasha's generation or the generations to come. This will be a very important exhibit. It'll tell our story and tell the successes and also the struggles, because everybody's not successful. There are people who are still struggling, but it will showcase, it will highlight, it will bring us to the mainstream. I think it's awesome.
And I think it's important for youth like myself to come and see this exhibit and hopefully work to help India, which is our motherland, so to speak, and I think this is a really great way to raise awareness about that.
Indian women have done very well. People like Indira Nui, I'm very proud of her, and I hope that this will spread the word about all of us and also the generations to come.